you're doing something right. Because as soon as I just started, the freaking wind just started blowing. Like that, I wasn't doing that. So, honestly and truly, I don't even know where to start. So, this is really something. Because I feel like Spirit already just been kind of like throwing little messages and stuff at me to give. Don't mind me sweating, y'all. It's hot out here. I thought this was going to save me, but whatever. Um, okay, so I want to tell y'all about this day that I had the other day, right? So the night before, so Saturday night going into Sunday morning, right? I told myself I'm gonna get up, I'm gonna go to church, right? So before then, I kind of really wasn't feeling church. I was just like, I don't know. I just been getting this little inkling, like it's just been giving like fake vibes to me, right? And so the night before it was time to go to church or whatever, I watched I mean not I but they clone Tyrone, right? So in that movie, why was one of the scenes about church? It literally just pointed out everything that I was already feeling. It was like that shit fake, right? So it was so they going to the church, the pastor he preaching. And everything's gonna be alright. You just gotta hold on and you just gotta trust and all this good stuff. Let me put the shades on. But all this good stuff, right? And next thing you know, excuse me. Then they go into tithing. They talk about tithing. You gotta give to the pastor. You gotta give to the church, even though we know you struggling. You know, whatever, right? So the next day, it's time for church, right? So when I tell you from 10:30 to 12 a.m., they didn't preach not one word. Like they did not miss a beat when it came to talking about tithing though, but they did not preach not one word. They didn't open that Bible not one time. They didn't cite one scripture one time. All they talked about that whole entire church reading was motherfucking money. That's all that they talked about was the money. I'm talking about the whole time. And and when I think back on like, you know, what really kind of drew me into getting into spirituality and going within, right? It had everything to do with me needing answers and nobody could provide, but the best they say, oh, you just pray for it, you go to church, you talk to God about it, you know, all of this stuff. And then when you look at the church, it's like those people are very hypocritical, they're very judgmental. But then they want for you to give to them, but when do they ever give back to the people? And just being honest, like anybody can come out and speak the word. Anybody can open their voice and be a prophet, right? In the world that we live in today, right? it stopped being about the community and it started being for more selfish reasons, and that's what I'm noticing. It stopped being about being outreach. Yeah, they do, little events here and there, but what are they really doing inside of the community? I don't see my motherfucking pastor out here passing out food or handing out no gift cards or giving people, housing that need it. I don't see that, right? And then, okay, so another thing. So one day my pastor had a little meet and greet with everybody after church where he stayed behind and he was like, I'm a shake everybody's hands, take pictures with everybody and hug, whatever with you look. So that day I decided I'm gonna stay back and I'm gonna be the last one to talk to him. And I did just that. I waited for about like 30, 45 minutes and I just waited patiently and I was the last one to talk to him. So I talked to him about two things. I told him thank you and everything and I appreciate him for being a pastor. Because I'm not gonna lie, before that, like the word it hit and I felt comfortable in the environment, but it just seemed like as time went on, I started to see like, oh, this is what this is, like a revelation almost, and it was so sad. And I really like the church, but one thing I don't do is I don't worship people. Like once I see the energy behind, if anybody can put on a good face and give a good message, but what is like truly behind that mask, right? So that's what I saw. So anyways, I talked to my pastor about two things. So one of the things that I asked him, I was asking him like if I could, if the drummer could teach me how to drum because I like the drums. And he was like, all right, I'm gonna see if I can hook that up for you. He like, that ain't something that's typical, but I'm gonna see if I can hook that up for you. And I said, okay, another thing. So I had lost my job and I fell behind on rent. And I was told that the churches can help. And I was really ashamed and even embarrassed to even ask or to just bring it up. But that's what I was told, so I felt like I was being obedient and I used my resource, right? And I asked him about that. He asked me how much did I need. I told him how much I needed. And then he was about to pass me off to another brother. He was like, oh, that brother can help you. He said, matter of fact, no, take my number. I can. But all right. I took his number or whatever. Boom, instantly I sent him a text before I get to the house or whatever. So we finished talking or whatever. So I sent him a text before I get to the house, right? So it's an iPhone that delivered. Okay, cool. No message back, nothing. Okay, it was delivered though. I'm like, all right, let the week go by. We in church. He see me. He low key locked eyes at me. Cause I had got up for a prayer, and that was my prayer. I'm like, God, I need financial help, like right now. Like I was struggling. I was really struggling, and I was told that the church could help. Right? Like, all right. Boom. And something in me just felt like, cause it was the way he looked at me. It was like, oh yeah, like he recognized who I was, and what was going on, which I wasn't. It's like, okay, I was kind of already having that little like inkling, like, okay, he not home. But mind you, okay, I sent another message as well. So I sent two messages in like the span of 2 weeks. So like the couple more days had went by, and I'm like, I didn't want to say nothing about it, but I ended up saying something about it. Like I ended up sending another message, right? Delivered. No response. Delivered, but no response. Okay. All right, so what do? You get up and you go figure it out. Like, I've been trying to figure it out. I've been trying to, wait on jobs and stuff like that, but that just wasn't working for me. So it's like, okay, I need to come up with the money that I need. You know what I mean? So eventually, but shoot, that's the truth. I got out here, I started reading cards. I got out here and I started reading cards. I started talking to my people. And honestly, I've been even finding my footing with this. Like, I be wanting to put a price on my stuff, but then I just ask people to donate. Like, whatever they can give, honestly, because I genuinely give more of a fuck about putting out the message than just getting the money, which, don't get me wrong, like, I need money to live and I need money to survive. And I've also been like, went home some days very well compensated, like, very well compensated. I don't know. I guess I'm saying all of this to say, watch what you worship. I do not worship people. I don't have no idols, I have role models, but I do not idolize people. I don't worship people. I don't worship people. Because we all have the ability to change at any given moment. My spirit guides, my angels, my ancestors, like, they're gonna continue to be the same. Like, that's a solidified energy. Like, I was just having a conversation with my friend today, and we was pretty much talking about how they clone Tyrone. Like, our energy is not even ours. Like, we operating off a certain code that was given to us. Like, if y'all haven't noticed, like, when they was on they cloned Tyrone, but they cloned Tyrone. Like, they cloned Tyrone. If y'all noticed the way that you see how, okay, they was leaving the little hospital and shit, and we gotta get the fuck out of here, so boom. And then they end up going to a little bar or something after the fact. And then what they do, they started switching up the music. They made everybody tune into the music, but the ones who was aware, like, they didn't get caught in the trap. And they low-key was getting caught in it until, like, they got snapped out of it, because the girl ended up recognizing it. But just that, like, okay, you look at the music and then you think about, okay, after the fact, white man who came through that was in charge of everything, and they had Fontaine clone, and his clone was a whole completely different version of him. He was a whole fucking what's that motherfucking word? Not a concierge. He was a chaperone, not a chaperone. Damn, what's that? Chauffeur. He was a chauffeur. He was a chauffeur, right? And he had Fontaine about to kill himself. He had him about to kill the girl, like, just off of a word. That's how we are getting controlled daily by the psyche. They're keeping us in the same loopy cycles. And then also, too, if you recognize how when they was speaking, when they was at the motherfucker, they was hungry, they went to go get some chicken, right? So boom, they go get the chicken, bitch. And this after Fontaine had got killed, but he was still alive. So this is what they talking about. Jamie Foxx, he like, hold on, wait, nigga, you dead. And then the girl was like, plot twist, he right here. You feel me? And they laughing. And he like, Fontaine even laughing. He said, I ain't never seen you laugh. I ain't never seen you laugh. I ain't never seen him mad. He started getting very concerned, like, bro, we doing shit that we don't even normally do. They got us operating off of codes that's not really us. We living literally in the motherfucking matrix. Right? Right? Why do you kill, steal, rob, and want to destroy shit? Because you don't have shit. They know, oh, we not gonna give you nothing. You gotta start at the bottom. You gotta apply for food stamps. You gotta be on Section 8 housing. And then if you make too much while you own that, we gonna take y'all off of it. And then you gonna struggle even more because you can't pay the bills by yourself because everything's so motherfucking high. Y'all jobs not paying enough. Y'all only getting minimum motherfucking wage. So what that's gonna make you do? Now you gotta work 2-3 jobs. You gotta get out here and you gotta hustle extra motherfucking harder just to be in a loopy-loop and be relevant. You know what I mean? And then if you're not working the system, bitch, you's a bum. You's a bum. Cause you ain't got no money. You mean you ain't got no money? You don't want no job. But then if you ain't got no money, you can't eat. You can't live right. You can't motherfucking drink decent water. You don't even have access to fruit. That's supposed to be a God-given thing, right? Like, why the fuck, why we can't eat no fruit that comes on trees naturally? Literally, naturally, that grows on trees. I was like, show you guys actually a banana tree behind me. I don't know what they did different out here. But I ain't never seen a banana tree in my life. Hold on. I don't even know. Y'all see that? We gonna walk around. Have you ever seen a banana tree? Because I haven't. I mean, well, I just did, but that ain't normal. But it's supposed to be. What's up, y'all? But just looking at what? I'm watching my stuff. He looked like he was ready to touch my shit. Fuck on, nigga. You don't even know. I'm the whole time watching my shit. You think I'm about to leave? Fuck on. What's up, y'all? Low-key just pissed me off. Because they low-key did just think I was finna walk off, and they was about to try to touch my shit. But the whole time I ain't even go nowhere. Anyways, that just goes to show. They just pissed me off. Low-key. Anyways, back to the motherfucking program, because that's how fast shit'll take you off of your mind track. Whole time he was sitting down over there, then he didn't get up until I just got up. That's what the part that just pissed me off. And then how the fuck it just end up all the way by my table? The fuck? Anyway. Anyway, that's how fast they'll take you off track. That's literally how motherfucking quick they'll take you off track. And how fast they will steal your energy from you if you're not actually aware. Right? If you're not aware enough to see that, they'll get you quick, fast, and in a motherfucking hurry. Yeah, man. everybody trying to touch my shit. They couldn't wait for me to walk. Oh, when I tell you that man was sitting there the whole fucking hour down there, I've been sitting here in that one spot. As soon as I get up, how the fuck you by my table? How?
That's a statue right
Anyways, beside the motherfucking point, girl. Let's see what message spirit got for us. Feeling safe. Card number 4. Feeling safe. You feel protected from all of this. Like, it ain't even nothing for you to worry about.
there.
It's just something for you to be aware of. And you are attracting a lot of attention towards you for holding the knowledge. Finances and career can be an issue. Yes. Spirit messages do you have for the collective today? The collective, that's the attraction came back out. Smell the roses. You see me over there just like chilling with the flowers. He says you attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. Communication is key. Full moon in Gemini. Just by enjoying the moments and who you are. You could be in separation from somebody that is coming back around.
Yeah.
Definitely, definitely. Yeah, that was great. Bring love into the situation. This one just kind of jumped out my hand. It says a personal issue reaches resolve. Okay, romantic feelings. This is Twazy, and these little cards is just jumping out my fingers. They just jumping out my fingers, honey. All right. Express your love. I did see that one. Self-sabotage. It says a new start is coming, and it fell right on top of bring love into the situation. And I'm also looking at it's a hole in my little claw, and it literally is shaped like a heart. So you could be in separation from someone right now um, that you really do have a lot of feelings for, and this person has feelings for you as well. Communication is key. Full moon is Gemini, so you could be a Gemini or dealing with a Gemini. Um, how you come at the situation is important. Yes, how you communicate with the situation is important. So it's something about being a reflection, so you and this person could mirror each other. So it's almost like what you give is what you get, right? So if you give good, you get it back. But if you give it ugly, you'll get it back. So just be careful with how you communicating with the situation, how you showing up in it. That's important. You have feelings for whoever this person is, and they have feelings for you too. And then with the attraction here, like you're very attractive, this person is very attractive. But they're very attracted to the way that you have this zest and love for life. It's like you find beauty in all things, or at least you try to, right? But then self-sabotage is here as well at the bottom. So, and then it says, have faith in your dreams. So right now you are on a shift of, rebirthing who you are, learning who you are, exploring who you are. But when it comes to love, love hasn't been the greatest, so you really don't trust a lot of people. You don't trust people. You feel like people are snakes, have very sneaky behavior. Like everybody is wearing a mask almost. So it says the answers you need are coming with the full moon in Gemini. They keep bringing me back to the romantic feelings and bring love into this situation. So this is a very mutually beneficial relationship. Like the way you feel about this person, they feel about you too. So it's like y'all bouncing off each other. Definitely heavy on the twins. You can feel as if this person matches you and you really like that. And vice versa, right? And then boom, it says calling in your soulmate. So you are calling this person towards you. I'm hearing, okay, so it says confidence is the key to your success. And then I'm hearing this song, it's like she got a love like, whoa, whoa, oh, 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 oh. And he said, and she's bringing me in and then she's kicking me out again. Love so strong, where you moved on. Now I'm hung up in suspense because you're bringing me in and then you're kicking me out again. And we are only falling. It feels so fine. Okay, so this is very contradicting. So you have the betrayal card. Ooh. Then you have the let go of control issues, and then you also have a new romantic cycle begin. So this is definitely somebody that you know and have dealt with before, right? I never paid attention to this card, and it just kind of like, y'all, the fucking, the nigga said Wakanda forever. Yo, my phone just overheated. So yeah. Anyway, so it just kind of glitched off. I ain't tripping though.
I'm just trying to talk crazy. I was just trying to tell you. And I saw you walking up. I'm like, she's serious? All these bitches be still. I was just trying to tell you, don't leave your shit unattended. Because I was walking that way. I don't watch it long as I'm there. You feel me? But they stole my trumpet.
They did?
I was here.
Oh wow.
The thing I had was sterile.
Mm.
Yeah. I keep trying to sell it to any one of me or my family members so they got identified it.
That's why he on 10. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, but from my perspective, it looked different. It was like, why as soon as I get up, you walking close to my table. But cool. That's why perspective is important. I don't really remember where I had left off because I did just get out of a reading as well. So I don't know. All I know is I've been getting a lot of downloads, like a lot of downloads. I feel like I kind of been on here just rambling, and I don't want to just do y'all in like this. So I'm gonna leave this up and leave the messages how they are. I do hope that you were able to take something from it, and you know, I hope it was able to spark something within you that helped spark something within somebody else. Because that's really all this is about. Like, we gotta empower each other, you know, and give that light and And I'm not a cult leader. Ah, that's what his shirt says. Um, did he hit him? I think he hit him. What the hell? I don't want my phone to overheat again and turn on. So I'm about to go ahead and call it. Thank you. Where about my leg, y'all? Hey y'all, I don't want to just leave. I ain't know y'all was in here talking. I was just going. I really was. I was just going. But I really don't want my phone because it feel like it's getting hot to the point it may overheat again. So, hi. So I'ma just call it. Thank y'all for being here with me. If you like the content or you just want to support. God, just lost my whole train of thought. Just looking at the people. Like, comment, subscribe. Give me your feedback. I want to know. Like, I want to actually have conversation. Like, what y'all feel about what I just said? What's y'all standpoint? What we doing next? The sun going. Hey, you ain't gotta look at me crazy. How you doing? Good. Yeah, they are. You from here? Yeah. Why did I say it all stink?
I didn't mean to say it like that.
Which part you from? Okay.
Okay.
Huh? Okay, hold on. I'm about to get off of here right quick. All right, I'm gonna talk to you all.